Ladies and gentlemen, it's that hour, it's that time. Get ready to receive the information from Regional Vice President out there in Houston, Texas. Always come with some great information. He'll probably be the youngest SVP AC ever had. Without further ado, let's give a warm welcome to the great Mr. Shakeel Cooper.
It's great to be on these calls. How you guys doing today? I'm excited. It's always great to be on the call and just hearing from Mr. Thomas. Is still excited about the opportunity, and just to be involved in business with people like him is just phenomenal. To know that you meet so many different people in this opportunity. That's one of the best things that I love about ACN. I've met so many people, and they're still some of my closest friends to this day. Some of these people become family members, but one of the things I love the most about ACN is just the individuals that I have been able to meet all across the world. So again, Mr. Thomas, I thank you for having me on the call. For the people on the call who don't know who I am, real briefly, and I put together a quick training for you guys today. So if you're not taking notes, I suggest you do take notes. But before I do go into the information, my name is Shakeel Cooper. I am currently 32 years old. Got involved in this ACN opportunity when I was 20 years old, working at Applebee's, no business background, college kid, open to making some extra money. A close friend of mine offered me the opportunity to see the ACN. I said, you know what? I'll come check it out. Came out, saw the information, it made sense. And I always tell the story that, Senior Vice President Mr. Aaron Burt used to be a fifth grade teacher at my elementary school. So once he said that, that's when I was really sold. I'm like, you used to work in Park Heights in the hood and you became a millionaire? Oh, if you can do it, I can do it. And that's all I needed. I'm like, he used to work, and it was really true. He really did work at the same elementary school that I went to. So once I heard that, I was like, man, oh, this is easy work. I can do it. So I got started, had a lot of success, had a lot of ups, had a lot of downs, and I just kept going. And, my 12-year anniversary is coming up on the 27th. So for 12 years, I've been doing ACN. Still to this day, I'm still talking about ACN. So you guys got to understand that, you got to have a vision for 10, 20, 30, 40 years from now. Are you still going to be around? This is not a right now type of business. This is more of a long-term type of business, but you can make money throughout your journey. So the next thing that I want to talk about is today's training is going to be about system driven, sustainable business. I'm going to repeat it one more time. System driven, sustainable business, not just chasing hype, but creating real duplication. What is real duplication? Real duplication means that even though you're not there, things are still happening as if you was there. For example, this Saturday training, my team in Baltimore, they're training on the stage. 12 years later, guess what? There's still somebody representing us on the stage. It's all about duplication. What if you build a business where 12 years later, people was doing the same thing? I live in Houston. My team is in Baltimore. I'm not in Baltimore all the time, but guess what? Business still goes down in Baltimore, even though I'm not there. Why? Because real duplication, right? From there, you got to understand that success in network marketing starts with the right mindset. Everything comes down to your mindset, right? If your mind is not right, if you're not treating it like a real business, it's not going to pay you like a real business. You really got to treat it like it's a real business. From there, you got to understand that consistency beats motivation. So it's not about being motivated to do the business, it's about consistency. Doing it when you don't feel like it. Listen, I repeated it all the time. I don't like going to the gym, but I understand that I got to be consistent if I want to see results and I want to maintain results. It's not about just being motivated for a month, 2 months, 6 months, 1 year. Can you be motivated for 10 years, 20 years? It's all about consistency, right? Duplication over hustle, meaning that it's great that you can go out there and hustle and build a business, right? But if it's not duplicatable, then there's no point of doing it. Everything that I do in the business, it has to be duplicatable. Why? Because if it's not duplicatable, you can't scale up. For example, the four pillars that I'm going to be talking about how to build a successful network marketing business. Number one is prospecting and exposure. The goal is to expose as many people as possible to the opportunity. That's the number one thing. Your purpose is to just expose people to the opportunity, not make a decision on who you think would be best to do the business or who wouldn't know. Just share the opportunity. Let them make a decision, right? Use a simple script. Don't overcomplicate it. So many people overcomplicate the business and they think that it's hard, but the hardest part is you just thinking about it. From there, leverage the tools, the presentation, the video, the events, the three-way calls. Use the tools that's in place to build the business. It's the reason why they have tools. From there, last but not least, use social media daily, stories, posts, reels to stay on top of their mind. Listen, I do it. Some of my friends be like, man, I'm tired of you sending me these workout videos. I don't care. I'm gonna send it to you every day. Because guess what? I'm in the gym every day. Every day. Because guess what? They can see that, wow, this guy, he is driven. Because I'm consistently showing you and every single day. Most people, when they start something, they stop it. They start something, they stop it. I just consistency, right? People respect that. Number two, follow up and conversion, right? The fortune is in the what? Follow up. You want to track the people that you talk to in a simple notebook, a CRM, or a spreadsheet, right? Rule of thumb is that you want to follow up within the first 24 to 48 hours. Just simple follow up. Don't be weird. And, people get weird when they start talking to people about their business. I'm just like, you can sit on the phone and talk to your friends about things that don't make no sense all day with no problem. But when it's time to share a business opportunity, you get weird about it. Like, oh, I don't know how to talk to my friend. Like, what do you mean? You know your friend ain't got no money. You know they need the opportunity. Talk to them the way that you would normally talk to them. Don't be a robot. Like, people get weird when they start talking to people about business. Like, no, you don't want to be weird. It's straight to the point. From there, focus on solving problems and not selling. I'm not trying to sell nobody. If you look at my social media, I ain't selling you anything but my lifestyle. And what is my lifestyle? Health and wealth. That's it. The two most important things in life, health and wealth. Because guess what? You don't want to spend the first half of your life sacrificing your health to make money, and in the second half of your life, sacrificing your money to maintain your health. Why not have both at the same time as you grow and evolve? That's just what I believe. From there, number three, duplication of systems. Systems are the backbones of duplication. I always talk about systems, right? Because guess what? Every successful business have a system. If you don't have a system, you don't have a business. If you don't have a system, you don't have a business. Three must have the system, which is what? Onboarding system, right? Simple steps for every new member, right? Then you want to have a training system, weekly calls, recording trainings, webinars, Zoom calls, Facebook group. Then you want to have the communication systems, again, the group chat, the Facebook groups, and the Zoom call. You want to keep a new person in the loop. So if you don't have that system where when you get someone in, you get them qualified 24 hours. That's just what it is. 24 hours. If someone don't get qualified in 24 hours, you didn't do your job. You did not get them started the right way. Why? Because when I got started, I got qualified in 24 hours. So it's normal for me to get people qualified in 24. If you don't even want to get qualified in 24 hours, I ain't even gonna say it. I ain't even gonna say it. From there, keep it simple. If a new person can't explain the business in 5 minutes, the system is too complicated. You want a brand new person to just be excited and talk about the person that they met. That's what I did. I talk about Mr. Adam Root. Like, man, this guy driving 2 hours. He do real estate. Listen, I was just talking about him. Got people excited to meet him. He re-edified me, shared the opportunity, signed people up, and we just kept doing it over and over again. And guess what? It's still working to this day. Just share the opportunity. Don't overcomplicate it, right? From there, number four, the most important thing, personal development and leadership. Leaders grow teams, but personal growth create leaders. Meaning that you got to grow as a person. People are going to do what you do. So people are not going to do what you tell them to do. They're going to do what you do. So your daily habits is very important. Are you reading books? Are you listening to audios? Are you attending different networking events? Even events that's not part of, the network marketing industry. Because you gotta go out there and meet new people. Like I got so many events. I got an event next week. On the 23rd that I sponsored, I got another event on the 1st that I sponsored. It's like a masquerade ball. I got another event on the 11th of November. I got another event on the 15th. Listen, I'm sponsoring events so I can build my personal brand. I'm networking. See, it's great when you just go to the conventions, but you also got to go and meet new people that's not part of the business. You got to go meet new people. Last night, I was, one of my close friends. I'm a manager now. He does music. Listen, I'm networking in the music industry. I'm networking with everybody because it's all about building my network. Because as long as I build my network, guess what? People always gonna want to do business with me. You got to get creative. You got to step outside and do different things. Like I'm doing fitness. You think I want to wake up and work out? No, listen. I'm trying to recruit people that's into fitness. I'm doing all this to build the business. It's about personal branding. What are you known for? People know me for, man, this guy always working. He always doing something. And I'm showing them on a daily, like, I'm always doing something. I'm not just sitting around in the house crying about, why I'm not where I'm supposed to be in life. I'm hustling. I'm working. Every time you see me, I'm on the go. People that make money is on the go. They not sitting in the house. Listen, there ain't no money to be made just sitting in the house. The house is meant to go to sleep. If you sit in the house all day, who are you meeting? You got to go out into the real world and meet people, talk to people, network with people. If you're not networking, you're just wasting your time. That's what I'm always doing. I'm always on the move. And if you listen, you want to see an example? Follow me on social media. I've been doing it for 12 years, just since I've been involved in AC. But before that, I've been using social media since I was a kid. I was using MySpace when it first came out. I had a presence on Facebook when it first came out. Twitter. Listen, I've always used social media to make money. I don't gotta run ads. I just show me my day in the life. I'm hustling. I'm working. I'm showing people, hey, listen, I'm a regular person just like you, but guess what? I'm actually doing something productive with my life. I can go out with my friends and we can go out and, we can be at a lounge and guess what? I'm drinking my water. They can have their drinks and party and turn. I can be in the whole party and guess what? I'm network. I'm sober. While everybody's intoxicated, I'm networking. It's called discipline. Not because my friends drink, that don't mean I can drink. Like you got to be disciplined. If you say, hey, I don't want to do this, don't do it because everybody else is doing it. And most people, they're not level headed to be able to just stand on their own. Like all my friends know, Shakeel don't drink. They're not going to try to force me to drink. They're going to be okay with me drinking my water. But if you're one of those people where, okay, I'll do it this weekend and then next weekend, you just flip flop, nobody's going to respect you. You got to stand tall. Some days I might just want to drink champagne. It is what it is. I can do what I want. But people know that I stand firm on what I say I'm going to do. If I'm going to say I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. You got to have that same type of backbone. Just do it. Like, stop thinking about it. Stop. Like, ACN is not hard. I'm like, yo, this is the easiest thing I've ever done in life because the hardest thing is what? Dealing with people. Dealing with people in anything is going to be hard because it's people. So the business is no different than anything else. If you don't get good at dealing with people, no matter what you do, you're not going to be major successful in it because you got to deal with people. We are in the people business. Learn people, study people. Once you master people, you understand that people are simple. They're very simple. Most of the time, they don't even know what they're talking about. So just ask questions. And they'll tell you that they don't know what they're talking about. So a lot of times people get upset about people because they got a million questions, but it's like, that's just how people are. People are programmed and conditioned to think a certain way. They think everything's a scam, except for the things that are a scam. Think about it. The things that are a scam, people are not skeptical about. And all scam means that they're still confused about money. I can go into more details. I'm just like, you'll go to school for 12 years and go to school for another 10 years to pay off 6 figures worth of debt, to work, to just stay on this wheel, do it till 65, try to retire for less than 40% of what you couldn't work on and live on before. And that's it? Nah, that ain't it. Life is way too much to offer them to just do that. Just think about it. See, most people don't really understand. Life is great. That's why I want to live till I'm 100+ years old. I've been saying this since I'm a kid. Like, I understand how great life is, but most people don't appreciate it till it's not here. Listen, I love my life. Life is great. It's always going to be great. Everything is always working out for me. See, I trick my mindset to think a different way. That's why as I age, I look younger. I look like a kid. If I cut my beard off and I would look like I'm 18. I'm 32, about to be 33 years old. I got more energy than a teenager. You can recondition your life if you just understand that health is wealth. I was going to Whole Foods 10 years ago before Amazon bought it. I've been spending money on healthy food because I understand that either you pay the doctor now or you just eat healthy and don't pay them. Listen, I tell my mom, I tell everybody every day, I tell all my friends, like, you gotta get on your health. Forget just trying to make money. You gotta be healthy. What's the point of making money if you're not healthy? You can't enjoy, you don't feel good about yourself. When you look in the mirror, do you feel good about yourself? Because if you feel good, you do good. The reason why most people are not doing good in life because they don't feel good about themselves. After you get out this car, just go in the bathroom and just look yourself in the mirror and say, do I really like this version of myself? Or can I do better? Because I know that day when I looked down at my stomach, I said, man, I got to do better. August 1st, I'm going to the gym. And I ain't looked back since. I just made a decision. I didn't like how I looked. I didn't like how I feel. Now I can just wear a white tee, a black tee, some pants, and some fresh shoes, and I'm good to go. Why? Because whatever I put on, I look good in it because I work out and I take care of myself. See, people want to spend thousands of dollars on designer clothes and all this stuff, but you're unhealthy. That doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. You spend so much money on the exterior and invest no money on the interior. You'll tell me paying $3 is expensive for a bottle of water, but you'll go and buy a $10 beer. Make it make sense. That's all I got for you guys today. Hopefully, you guys was able to get something. As you know, I just keep it real, and I'm just gonna tell you the real. You can take it and use it, or you can not use it. But guess what? It's been working for me, and I have no complaints. I know when I turn 40 years old, it'll be 20 years since I haven't worked a job. When I turn 80 years old, it's gonna be 60 years. And when I turn 100 years old, it'll be 80 years since I ever worked a job. That's how I plan for my life to be set up. And hopefully, you should want the same for you. So I pass the call back to you, Mr. Thomas, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week.